Hey guys, how you doing? I'm making this video here today. I'm in Hanson, Massachusetts. I'm sure some of you know what this is going to be about. Before I get into that, I just want to say real quick, this will probably be a good lead into what I'm going to be talking about. I did an interview back in the springtime. I met two people down in Texas, Christine and Chuck, and they asked me what I thought about the election, and I got into some stuff about Mitt Romney, and I accidentally said his wife was from Massachusetts when she was actually from Michigan. So I just want to say real quick, I apologize for that if I hurt anyone's feelings, but I doubt Mitt Romney or Barack Obama really care about what I'm saying about their campaigns. But the reason I said that was because a family member had mentioned, we were talking about the same thing a week before, and I asked why Mitt Romney ended up out here, and they said it was because his wife was from here, which was totally wrong. So I just thought this would be a good time to clear that up, first of all. Second of all, the reason I'm here today is because some of you know there's this guy over here, he's got a local business, and he's been putting his signs up, his political campaign ideas, his beliefs, and there is an election tomorrow. Anyway, his kind of focusing around Scott Brown and Elizabeth Warren, and we're a little suspicious of the cars stopping too. We're trying to stay out of trouble here. Anyway, long story short, pretty much what I've been saying about this guy, if you don't know the story, he's got some signs hanging out by his business here that are kind of controversial. I think it's great that he's pushing his political agenda or pushing his beliefs. I have absolutely no issue with that at all. But the problem is, and where I started taking an issue with it, was some of the sexual vulgarities with some of these signs that he put out. Well, first of all, the first thing which kind of made the papers is he's got one sign with a little kid putting the middle finger up, and I got Zach here who's filming me today. We're going to get over afterwards and take a look at these signs. He'll get a good shot of them. But anyway, one of the signs is with a kid putting the middle finger up. Another one of the signs is Elizabeth Warren wearing like an Indian headdress type thing. There's one with Monica Lewinsky, and she's kind of making reference to what happened between her and the president. And the final one that just went up now, I don't know if people saw it or not. It's not really in the paper, and it's not as bright and flamboyant as some of the other signs. So, I don't know. I don't know if people got it, but we're going to get a shot of it, and it's disgusting in my opinion. It's gone beyond the pale. I'll describe it in a second, and I'll give my thoughts, and like I said, we'll go over and get a shot of it. But anyway, just going through each of the signs, just what I want to say real quick. The one with the little kid putting up the middle finger, you know, people got little kids out here, and they see this stuff, and this is like anything else I talk about, like with Nicki Minaj saying she's going to kill Mariah Carey, and things you see in the grocery store. It's all kind of the same to me. What this guy's doing is no different from any of the other examples I give. Once again, it's adults doing this. Not, you know, you can understand if it was a teenager, or maybe they didn't know better, but it's an adult doing this. I'm sure the parents of Hanson, Massachusetts, or any of the other towns around here probably don't appreciate the Monica Lewinsky sex references that he has on this one big poster out here. As if the parents don't have enough to worry about in these towns with the kids doing what they're doing these days, going out, getting pregnant, and every other problem. There's already a sexual agenda being pushed on kids, and of course, now they got this Monica Lewinsky thing with the cigar in her mouth saying that the Democrats left a bad taste in her mouth and the whole thing. So that doesn't really help any. The Elizabeth Warren sign, you know, in my opinion, if I was a Native American, I'd be pretty upset about that. You know, it just kind of seems to me like it's making fun of the tribes people, in my opinion. Maybe I'm being too sensitive. But the final one, which I'm going to get into now, and like I said, we're going to go over and take a look at it. There's no nice way to say this. What you're about to see is a cartoon of two black people, and they're drawn in a very unflattering manner. I'll put it to you that way. The woman in particular on the sign, it's like a cartoon, like a caricature, and you know, she's got messy hair. She looks idiotic, and the signs that they're holding up are just offensive. It's like slave talk. Again, my apologies to anybody who was offended by my description, but trust me, I'm equally as disgusted. And like I said, there's no nice way to describe it. You know, I've said a lot about how there's been many times where there's been a lot of kids in my audience, and not just minorities, but just inner city kids in general. And you know, I've talked about the horrible role models that they have, especially on TV or MTV or whatever. And this doesn't really help the situation. It's kind of, you know, if I was a black parent in Hanson or any town around here, I'd be kind of upset, you know, because it's kind of saying to these kids, to the little kids, this is what's expected of you. This is what you're going to grow up to be. And you know, it gets into too, I'm so sick and tired of the right-wing, left-wing thing. It's like, I get what he's trying to say with the poster. In a way, my guess is this, just listening to a lot of talk radio myself, it's saying that if we continue with Obama and the Democrats, this is what the left wing is encouraging you to be, put you on welfare and all this other nonsense. But you know what? I kind of think that when that guy puts up something that disgusting and offensive, he's kind of doing the same thing. And it's the same thing with the Monica Lewinsky poster that he's got over there. It's, you know, when you get into this right-wing versus left-wing, what I find is whether it's a right-wing activist or a left-wing activist, they start doing the same thing that they're supposed to be against. In other words, you know, what did Monica Lewinsky do? She potentially could have ruined Bill Clinton's marriage. You know, Bill was messing around with an intern. You know, it all ties in with this disgusting sexual immorality, which is destroying the family unit and destroying the morals of the country. But meanwhile, when you put that poster up, you're kind of doing the same thing, because people might not want their teenagers and their kids to see that. So, you know, I don't want to drone on forever about this. If you want to hear more of what I think of just the inconsistencies with the right wing and the left wing and all that stuff, just go to my website. If you're watching this YouTube video, you can log on to my YouTube channel. I've got so much more to say about this, but I'm not gonna get into it, because hopefully my audience is really familiar with it. But again, me and Zach are gonna take a walk over here and get a shot at each of these posters. I am gonna put the sunglasses on here just because, you know, I'm trying to lay low until this video actually comes out. I don't want to draw too much attention, and you know, I'm probably being paranoid, but you know, this guy's got cameras everywhere. People stop and take pictures. Maybe if me or one of Zach's friends or my friend should happen to drive by, I just don't really want anyone knowing what we're up to until this video gets on the air. So again, guys, I'll warn you one last time. This is going to be brutal, and I don't, you know, it's gotten some press, and I don't know why this newest poster hasn't gotten on the radar yet. Maybe I'm the first one, or maybe it's been on the news and I didn't notice. So I don't know, but like I said, we're gonna take a shot of all of them, but I'll point out the one that has really disgusted me. And you know, this is gonna be hard to take in, but let's go take a walk. Zach will go. We're just gonna keep the camera running to make it easy on Zach for the editing, and we'll take a shot, and then we'll walk back over here and we'll wrap it up. So let's take a walk. Try not to get hit by a car yet. Alright, Zach's gonna keep rolling. We'll get the Monica one first. First one's the Monica one. This one I think has been in the paper. Try to stay on Zach's way. But it's let me know, Zach, once you think you get a good shot of that.
That should be good enough.
Alright, and it's actually this next one that just, it blew my mind. I almost drove off the road when I saw it. Here you go, guys. Why don't you get a shot of this for a second? You know, this guy who works here, I don't believe for a second that he's naive enough to not know that that's just unacceptable, and that's got nothing to do with politics. That's just disgusting. Even the things that it says on the signs are just, you know, whatever. I really, I don't even need to explain it. It says it for itself. Let's get a shot of it. Here's the one with the little girl with the middle finger up. He sends it out the finger, but I don't really know what. This next one isn't that bad, but it's the final one, the Elizabeth Warren in the Indian headdress. If you want to check that one out too, let me get out of your way. It's right there. So we'll just get that one. Then we're gonna head back across the street. All right.
Cool.
All right. Let's head back over here. So, again, we're just trying to make this easy so Zach doesn't have to. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. Just give some of my final thoughts on this. Like I said, guys, I think I don't know. I think this guy he's probably wrapped up in a lot of the right-wing talk radio. That's my first guess. Although I could be wrong. I was originally. Zach, why don't we go back over to this bush here? I was originally, guys, I was going to write this guy a letter, and I was going to write a letter and see if maybe he'd talk to me, if I could give my ideas on all this, and I was really getting ready to do that, but when I saw that last one, I said, I don't know, I was just speechless. I didn't really know what to do, and I just figured I'd make this video because, I don't know, as you saw that, you know, like I said, I don't know how it hasn't been in the paper yet. Maybe this will get around and people check it out. Who knows? But you know, if the guy sees this video, I would gladly talk to him. I'm not trying to ruin his business or trying to hurt him or get him in trouble or anything. I was just kind of at a loss of what to say or do when I saw that. So this was like my first reaction. And guys, I'll tell you another thing. I know how my audience is. Don't come down here and try and like do something like, you know, rip the poster down or anything like that. You're the one who's gonna get in trouble, you know, not him. So don't try and take any action. I'd say, you know, spread this video around if you want to do something. Maybe people in the town will see it. You know, it's a shame that people act like this because I don't, like I said, I don't think that guy's a bad guy. I think he's just probably going with the herd and getting wrapped up in whatever he's listening to or hearing. And like I said, guys, just keep in mind, the only other thing I want to say is this is just a classic example of what I talk about when someone gets wrapped up in one ideology versus the other. It's like I say, you got the left wing who's all about saving flowers, the endangered plant, saving animals, saving this, saving that, saving the environment, all of which I'm about. I agree 100%. I am one of those people. But if you say one word about an unborn baby being a life, your name's mud. You get dragged through the coals. It's the same thing with the right wing. It's about family, morals, Jesus, Catholicism, all this other stuff. Again, I'm into all that. But then I see during the debates, the Republican debate, they're all talking about bombing the Middle East and setting it on fire. Which it's fine to be able to defend yourself and have a military and all this other stuff, but these guys just looked way too excited about it when they were talking about it. So that's, again, it's that just contradicting themselves and saying one thing, doing another. You know, again, I could go on and on about it, but anyway, hopefully this video will spread around. If you do have any other questions about what I'm about, go to the website, www.theoutlookspeaks.org. I know this was kind of a messy video, and you know, we're just doing it off the top of our heads here, but something had to be done. Someone had to say something, so spread it around. And last but not least, I told Zach, give us the name of your band and shout out the website, anything you want people to check out. This is me paying Zach back for helping me out. Go ahead, bud.
Yeah, cool. We're called the NAVIDSON Record. Let me make sure I didn't fuck that up. Yeah, cool. Called the NAVIDSON Record. We don't have a website, but we do have Facebook, facebook.com/getgrizzly, and a Bandcamp, the NAVIDSON Record, ma.bandcamp.com. I'll put those in the description below because they're hard to remember. But yeah, cool. If you want to check us out, that's cool. We got a few things to say, but not nearly as important as what is being said now.
And I told Zach too, just flash my website if you can, Zach, on the video, if that's possible.
Yeah,
Put
yeah,
your
definitely.
band's website, and his band they're radical. I knew a bunch of his members before they had the band there, and now they are really good. So definitely check that out. And like I said, guys, it's I know this was probably just a boring video with me droning on, but I don't rehearse anything. I don't plan. I just told Zach to meet me here, and I'd say what I had to say. So if I put you to sleep, sorry, but please spread this video. Check out the sign. Come down here, make your own video. But your voice is a weapon, and hopefully today my voice can be a weapon. But and maybe after this election, this stuff will be down. I don't know. But there you go. Thanks, guys. Peace.